What's up, y'all? I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back with another video. This one is talking about harassment. What classifies as harassment? Is verbal harassment such a thing, or is it not? Do people look at it as harassment or not? Why is that? What causes it to be a thing? All of that jazz in between that people act like they never heard of or that it don't happen. We're going to have that conversation today because this is something that I've personally dealt with, that I'm dealing with, that I'm trying to get people to see and realize that it actually happens. If you Google harassment and you Google verbal harassment, then you would see that verbal harassment is a thing. Just you don't have to put your hands on someone for there to be harassment. Your words have a lot of power. Your actions, the way that you act with your body, says a lot. It says a lot without even speaking, whether people want to believe that or not. So, I've came online to just discuss verbal harassment. So let's get a definition for verbal harassment, shall we? Do no do no do no do do no do do do. What? Say what now? So when I typed in verbal harassment on Google, the first thing that popped up was from forthepeople.com. And it says that verbal harassment is threatening you or your property, yelling, and using insulting or offensive language. Hmm. It says that in general, harassment refers to repeated behavior rather than a passing remark. Victims. You can be a victim of verbal harassment? Say what now? But victims of verbal harassment can suffer from significant emotional distress and even develop mental health problems. Say what now? Say what now? Now this is coming from a law firm. It says Morgan and Morgan, and it pretty much says what I just said, right? But in addition to it, it says verbal harassment at work can stifle career progression. No, say it ain't so. Lead to income losses for real and negatively impact a victim's home life. No, for real? Now, listen to this. It says while there are no specific laws protecting individuals from verbal harassment, you could have legal recourse if someone makes a threat against your person, family, or property. You could also have a case if the verbal harassment is coupled with discrimination, sexual harassment, and other illegal behavior. If you are suffering from verbal harassment, contact us to learn whether it can be determined whether you qualify for compensation. So, what classifies as verbal harassment, you must say? Language qualifying as verbal harassment generally causes emotional or psychological harm to the individual that is being targeted. We're talking about humiliation, yelling, screaming, threats. Say what now? It also lets us know that verbal harassment is not always legal. However, if it involves discrimination, you could have a legal case and potentially sue. You could also have a case if someone is making threats against you and your property. Now, to qualify as a civil harassment, Threats threats either have to be actual violence or involve a credible threat of violence. Credible threats of violence include threatening behavior or words that will make a reasonable individual afraid for their safety or the safety of their family. Say what now? Hmm. Workplace harassment. Unfortunately, incidents of workplace bullying and verbal harassment are increasing. According to Forbes, almost 4 out of 10 employees experience harassment at work. Workplace harassment contributes to low morale and low productivity and can lead to a toxic work environment. If you are experiencing verbal harassment at work, the law can be on your side. We have the title, I think it's Title 7. I'm not good with numerals, but I think it's Title 7 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, Americans with Disability Acts of 1990, and Age Discrimination Employment Act of 1967. If you are repeatedly harassed or threatened with violence at work, you should speak with an experienced attorney to determine whether you could sue your employer and receive compensation. That's some knowledge for y'all if y'all going through what this situation is right now. I wanted to go and get a definition of it because apparently harassment to 80% of the population in the United States of America is I have to put my hands on you. And I want to put it out there that verbal harassment is a thing and that it actually happens and the impact and the complications that can happen from it. So much is brought on from this harassment and it shouldn't be to that point. But when you don't have no protection, what do you do? When ain't nobody there to listen to you, what do you do when you feel like all is lost? Like, what do you do? Every door you go in, they get shit in your face. So what do you do when you're getting verbally harassed and people look at it like, well, that's not a form of harassment, when in reality it is. It's not normal. But anywho, if y'all saw the thumbnail, that's pretty much what's been going on with me, and it's a fight that I've been trying to fight, and it really takes a toll. And this YouTube channel, just like all the other ones I got out there, is filled with a whole bunch of tears because it's personal experience, and you fight so much, and you put awareness out there to let people know that um it's out there and it's real and that you're not the only one dealing with it. But if there's any help out there, any resources out there, put them in the comments. I'm not the only one that's dealing with this at the current moment. I'm not going to be the last. I just want to let people know that verbal harassment is real and they do exist, and that we have to do something about it, because if we don't, this stuff that y'all see out here in this world is going to keep happening because people getting fed up and they getting tired of getting treated like crap, all because the people don't want to do their job, or they want to treat you like crap because they can, because it's being allowed. But the only thing I know to do is pray. So we just gonna pray that it works out. If y'all are experiencing verbal harassment, only thing I can say is reach out to an attorney. That's the only other route I know that we could possibly take. So I pray that my prayer though is that y'all have a blessed day and get your own job. Become an entrepreneur. We learning from personal experience over here. Become an entrepreneur. All right, y'all have a blessed day. Bye.